Teaching your new puppy Spanish is one of the simplest and funnest ways to learn Spanish, and I'm about to teach you how to do it, boo. Let's get to it, okay? Hola Buenos, my name is daljiimarax. We do solo travel on this channel, but we also learn languages, and today we are doing Spanish, okay? So I got a brand new puppy over a year ago. And you know, I didn't have nobody to talk to Spanish to, so I was like, duh, why not teach my puppy all of their commands in Spanish instead of English? So first thing you want to do, write down in English all of the commands. That's probably sit, stay, stop, get up, off, things of that nature. So what you want to do, you want to write that on one column, and on the other column, write all the translations in Spanish, okay? So after you do this, you figure out, okay, these are all the things I'm probably going to talk to my dog, say to my dog. So you want to start with about 1 to 2 commands per week. Just like in English, you can't teach your puppy how to sit on a stand. That shoe is like all in one sitting. Don't try to do it plus translate in Spanish. So stick to 1 to 2 commands, and that's what I'm going to do. Okay? Try that. And then as your dog progresses, then you want to add a little extra. Arriba. Sí. Ven aquí. Sí. Abajo. Sí. And he's not running around the house. Another time I tell him en la calle, so when I am, you know, it's time to put him to bed or whatever the reason he needs to go in his crate, he knows calle, that means going to his crate. So this is one of the best ways that I was able to retain Spanish as well as train my puppy, you know, 2 in 1. So that's something that was extremely helpful. When you are getting a brand new puppy, think about the lifestyle that that puppy is going to be in, okay? Are they going to be in an apartment? Are they going to be in a house? Or do you have a roommate? Do you have small kids? So what are probably some things you're going to talk to your dog or say to your dog on a daily basis? Just figure out how to say that in Spanish and just say that in Spanish instead. So the best way to go, what I did before I even got my puppy, was write down all of these things, and I sat and thought about my lifestyle in which I would have with this puppy. I was like, okay, I need to say all these, need to figure out how to say all these words. So you can do flashcards, you know, you can do a couple flashcards of the different commands that you'll tell your puppy. And another tip that I did was I kind of only tried to only say it in Spanish, those specific commands. Some of his commands are in English just because I didn't know the Spanish translation at the time, and I didn't think to learn that type of command, because as you have a puppy, you learn what it needs. But dogs don't understand languages anyway, so it's not like he's like, why are you speaking Spanish and now you speaking English? He wouldn't know in the first place. But make sure that you are sticking to, so if you're going to tell your dog siéntate, don't try to say sit and siéntate. See, keep it as one. They're not going to understand it. Like some dogs, I guess, are bilingual, I guess. But for the most part, for your sanity of trying to learn Spanish and to keep your dog less confused, only say to one command. You're either going to do it in Spanish or you're going to do it in English. Don't try to switch it up and try to teach them both. It's not necessary, and they don't understand languages. It's more so the sound that they hear and the hand movement and what you're telling them to do. Next, what you want to do is make sure that when you are talking to your dog, you try to speak as much Spanish as possible. Like I said, I live alone, so when I'm talking to my dogs, I'm talking about speaking to them in Spanish, okay? I'll have a full-blown conversation with him. I'll tell him to do something in a full sentence and some Spanish words just coming out. So this is helpful for people who live alone. Like when you are talking to your dog, try to use as many Spanish words as possible, and I promise you that's going to help with your enunciation and just hearing yourself out loud. Like, what do you even sound like? That's like babes. I'm telling you, that's the way to do it. So teaching your dog Spanish and, you know, teaching his commands, to talk to him, if that's not enough practice for you, guess what, boo? I got a whole ass video on lazy ways to learn Spanish. Get into it.